stared at him, realization slowly dawning on her. But they didn't come for you. He reached for his badge. We'll talk about this when I get back. Wade hung the badge on a lanyard around his neck and hurried out. It felt like he was running away from her. He'd never run away from anything before. Detective Roger Malden's two-story tract home was illuminated like a movie set, bathed in the harsh white glow from portable arc lights that had been brought in on trailers. The residents of the adjoining homes had been cleared out and were being kept behind a police line at the end of the block. Wade drove up in his department-issued Crown Vic, which might as well have been a badge on four wheels. The uniformed officers waved him through without a glance or a check of his ID. They looked confused. He couldn't blame them. They had no idea what was going on. Nobody in the department did. He parked behind an FBI armored assault unit. As he got out of his car, he noted the sharpshooters on the rooftops and the Kevlar-vested agents crouched behind their vehicles, aiming their guns at Malden's house as if it might leap from its foundation and attack them. Carl Pincus was easy to spot among the agents. He wore a Kevlar vest over his suit and a tactical helmet on his head, and was wielding his BlackBerry instead of a gun, firing off text messages with his thumbs. He pocketed the device when he saw Wade approach. "What's the situation?" Wade asked. "You're standing out in the open asking to be shot," Pincus said from behind a car. "Take cover." "If I wanted cover, I would have stayed in bed." "You didn't tell us that Roger is an insomniac." "I didn't know." "He saw the agents coming," Pincus said. "He fired off some warning shots before we even got close. We think he's herded the family into the kitchen." Wade nodded and started toward the house. Pincus grabbed him. "Put on a vest before you walk in there." "You think that would make my head off limits for him to shoot?" "We need you alive to testify." "Thanks for giving me something to live for." Wade sauntered across the street and up the front walk as if he were going to another one of Roger's weekend barbecues. He knocked on the door. "It's me," he yelled. "Are you alone, Tom?" Roger asked in a loud voice from deep inside the house. Wade didn't hear panic or desperation underscoring his words. He heard bitterness. "Yeah, but I'm carrying a gun in each hand and a stick of dynamite in my teeth." "So am I. Come on in and we'll party." Wade opened the door and stepped into the darkened house. Same floor plan, but different furniture, electronics, and art. Roger's stuff was more upscale and contemporary than what Wade had. But Wade didn't have Roger's money. He walked to the kitchen. After every Malden barbecue, Allie always raved about their travertine floors, granite countertops, and stainless steel appliances. Roger sat on the edge of the center island near the stovetop. He was wearing a terry-cloth bathrobe over a t-shirt and drawstring pajama pants. He didn't have a stick of dynamite, but he was holding a Glock in each hand. "I figured the traitor had to be you," Roger said. "You are always so fucking self-righteous, whether you're making an arrest or a sandwich." Wade glanced to his right and saw Sally Malden and her daughters, ages 9 and 11, all in their nightgowns and huddling together on the floor, their legs curled up against their bodies. She held her daughters close to her, one under each arm. They were all crying silently, trails of tears and snot running down their faces. He focused his gaze back on Roger. "You don't want to hurt your family. You want to hurt me. I'm here now, let them go. They need to see this," he said. "Please," Sally cried. "Think of the children." "I am," he snapped, waving a gun in her direction. She tensed up, pulling the kids tighter to her bosom. "Why do you think I did it? So you could have the house you wanted, the clothes you wanted, everything you wanted." "I didn't want this," she said. "Only because you haven't seen it on HGTV. The damn channel was on 24/7 in this house, just so you could constantly point out to me all the things we needed. You even had it on while we fucked." "Only so the kids wouldn't hear us," she said. "I couldn't take a shit without finding the latest issue of Architectural Digest waiting for me, with the corners marked down on the pages you wanted me to see."